I don't know what to do. Kids and young students, sometimes they ask me and they actually tell me, Coach, I didn't know what to do. And I always repeat to them, have you developed all your minor pieces? Have you castle your king? If you've done that, can you possibly improve your minor pieces? Maybe there is a knight, maybe there is a bishop that needs to be readjusted, maybe relocated for more pieces activity. Because in the middle game tactics, pieces activity matters absolutely. It's very important. It doesn't matter what you have on the paper. It matters what you're doing practically. What are you doing with your pieces? Let's have a very concrete survey on a few scenarios. In this position here for white, okay, so black had played the rook a8 over to f8. Cool stuff. Double up the rook. Always a good idea. Can white improve a minor piece? Maybe there is a piece that is slumbering somewhere, not practically being active, posing problems, attacking and things? Of course there is. There is a knight on the back rank, so that knight needs improving. You have to get the knight to do something. Everyone has to do something. So knight plays from d1 to e3. Now you're getting an active knight, looking at a couple of squares, and already looking better. Now, when you improve your pieces, it doesn't mean all of a sudden because you've improved the piece that's a guarantee for you you're going to win now. No, but every little victory contributes to future victory. Okay, so step by step, accumulating, improving the position, posing more problems. I think there was Garry Kasparov said that if you attack your opponent 10 times consecutively, they're going to crack eventually. Okay, that's another thing. So let's not digress now. Let's just focus on pieces improving in the middle game here. So you got the knight from the d1 over to e3, over to f5, and that's looking already way better. That's where you want to have your knight. Pieces being improved. Very important. The next one, guys. This one here. Can we perhaps develop something, improve something with tempo? We got two knights here. Frankly, I hate keeping minor pieces on the back rank. With some rare exception where you do not have a choice, but most of the cases, you shouldn't keep your minor pieces on the back rank. Absolutely not. You need to get them to play, develop, improve them. And luckily, you've got a move that improves with tempo. We're saying in chess, that means you are attacking something, forcing your opponent to play defensively. So now they took, and now voila, as they say in French or Italian? French again, yes. Knight to b5, targeting the queen, targeting the bishop, targeting the pawn, and that's already looking very good here. They retreat the queen, that's one way to play, and now you can practically target two weaknesses at once, the principle of two weaknesses, attacking the bishop twice with the queen and the knight, and this guy here. So it's already looking good here. Okay, so improve your minor pieces, that is knights and bishops in the middle game. Let's have a look here at this position. What can we possibly play to improve our pieces? Well, there is something you could do here for a couple of reasons. Pushing the pawn now up the board here from e5 to e4. What does that mean? Well, first thing first, the bishop on g7 is super happy looking at c3 with the prospect of forking two rooks. You've taken from the white knight a potential way to develop itself, so to speak. So you took that one from them. And of course, if you're looking at this in the future, that might be exploitable. Also, looking here now, let's see, how is white going to defend? Oh, okay, that gives you another opportunity now. Playing rook to d3. What does that mean? That means, first thing first, you're attacking twice here. And there is another very positive consequence here. You have another rook on e8, eager to go on the d file, doubling up the rooks on the d. So everything looks increasingly better for black in this position. Again, you're having a better position. If you hold the squares, if you're attacking more, you should be coming out better, perhaps winning. Your chances are to win here having the black pieces because you're just simply attacking more stuff than your opponent. And as soon as you double up the rooks, you can probably notice, guys, another point of entry. Given a chance, some rook over to d2 would be very nicely hitting the queen and the pawn on a2. Again, you've got this prospect as well. You got a bishop. Maybe you never know. Maybe you got some checkmate threat at some point down the road. Let's move now with another example because I don't want to take anyone's time here. Let's have a look at this position here. What can we possibly play here with white? Let's pause the video, give it a couple of seconds, guys, and think about what you reckon we should be doing with white here. What is this guy on d2 doing? Can we perhaps develop that piece, improve, because it's already developed? Can we improve, increase its attack? Perhaps with tempo? Of course we can. We're going to play d2 to f4, targeting the b8 rook. So now we took that diagonal and it looks great. They can't block it because you got 3 attackers on that square. So now they just have to play whatever they do. They will have to play a defensive move. This one here, what can we possibly improve? Is there any minor piece that doesn't do nothing? Of course there is. And you probably spotted already, guys. It's the knight on f8. That's got to do something. You can't keep the knight on f8. It's just so painful to watch that knight. So you're going to play now on g6. Why? Because you want to play on f4, you want to hit the queen, you want to have some pressure on this guy on h3, and it looks very, very good. They try to play the queen, but it doesn't mean you have to trade. It might be in principle, giving them, no, you don't have to trade. You play just knight to f4. You check the king, keep a little bit of pressure here. You force the white king to just simply stay in touch with h3, and then perhaps you might be able to push this pawn. I think that looks good. Pushing the pawn, attacking the knight here, and then they take, and then you take back again. I think it just looks absolutely fine. So, next exercise here, guys. What piece can we improve in this position? And there is one little weakness here you can take advantage of. Pin, bishop to g4. Why? You're pinning the knight first thing first, and you're threatening to give them a double pawn once you take the knight on f3. These little victories matter so much towards your final success here, guys. So the bishop threatens to take the knight and give them double pawn. If they want to play something like queen to e2, fine, but that is putting the queen in a pin. You don't really want to do that because there is another knight here that can play on f4, and actually it's going to be very bad for white and very good for black here. So look for weaknesses, exploit them, give them bad position, improve your pieces in the middle game. Okay, after you develop them, improve them. What do you think you could do here? Well, you got a guy on b7 that doesn't do nothing, would be so happy to attack along the line squares diagonal. Push this guy forward. Great. So you reveal now the bishop's diagonal. Given a chance, maybe you might be able to play something and threaten some checkmates here. Maybe you might be able to just simply double up your rooks. Maybe, moving the rook, more pressure with the rook on g5 here. It's just looking already super cool here for black, especially because of this very ferocious attacking aggressive diagonal here. Cool stuff, guys. Let's have another look here. Right, what piece needs improvement? Knight on c2, definitely it's not on the most ideal square, if I may express myself like that. Where do I want the knight? Well, I think I would like the knight to be here. You need to visualize where do you want to have the knight in the future, so to speak. And then you're going to look for the practical way to actually moving the knight over to that square. Now you got two itineraries to reaching this square. You got either via this one, e3, or via b4. There is one is good, one is not that good. Because if you go on e3, your opponent already knows your intention. Therefore, they might be trading your beautiful white knight here. So you may not want to do this. But if you go via b4, they can't stop you. And actually, it's looking great because there is no way for them to prevent your knight reaching d5. So you're going to go via b4, not via e3, and nothing stops you to plopping the knight on d5. This is absolutely gorgeous stuff. Again, develop all your minor pieces, improve them. Okay, improve them constantly in the middle game. You see weakness, go for it. Okay, so that's it for now, guys. I'll see you sooner than you think. More chess videos for you, my chess friends. Love you and see you soon.